morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur. You're having a great start to your weekend and end of your week. So today, I see we've got Oliver and Clever already joining us. Welcome, everybody, and Corey. So today, my plan is a little vague. You might notice that by the description, or the lack of description and title. Welcome, Khan, Ashraful. I'm doing a pro tips on this Tuesday, and we're going to be going over adding shading and detail to your illustrations. And a lot of you have already seen, my process and how I kind of do that. So, but I wanted to kind of go through it from go through it in a more formal, 30-minute tutorial. So please tune in on Tuesday for my pro tips. And I could just use an illustration that I already have. I've got plenty of stuff. I could just kind of take it back to flat color and go through the process of adding shading and detail using the different tips and tricks you've seen me use over the years. But I thought it would be valuable to kind of start with something we work on, similar to how we did last weekend when I worked on the punchkis, and then we used those punchi stickers on Tuesday. So anyways, I'm telling you all this because I'm hoping that you all can provide me for some suggestions. Otherwise, I'm just winging it to sketch up some things for that stream. Obviously no pressure. If we can't come up with anything that we like, then I'll just use a different illustration that I've done in the past. But the whole idea for today is that I want it to be something very straightforward. So like an object, like a chair, a book, stack of books. Corey said paper crane. Welcome, Katarina. Welcome, Barbara. How's everybody doing? So yeah, let me know how you're doing, and let me know if you have any ideas for what we could kind of create as something very I want it to be not a person or an animal or anything like that, because I think it's very easy to get distracted by, the human element of it, or the personification of the character. And so I feel like it's a good idea to start with just a straightforward thing, removed from any kind of personality traits, to just kind of focus on the shading. So that's my thoughts on that. So let me know if you have any ideas for that, because I'm just gonna be starting with this old blank canvas here. I guess we could start a scene, a park. Yeah, something like that. Barbara, we could maybe do a park bench. Might be nice. Let me do a quick. I actually found this is kind of a side note, maybe tangent. Oh, we're going on tangent. Last summer, somebody was throwing out a little, it's how big would you say that bench is? It's 2.5 feet at most, by not even a foot tall. This little bench, it looks like it has been through the ringer, and it just kind of sits in my backyard around all the plants. So, yeah, park bench is a really good one. We could add some little plants or something like that to it. Some wood grain texture. I like that idea. The moon? Yes, Clever, that's a very good point. We will be under the eclipse. The total. We are in the path of... What is it called? The path of totality? It sounds way scarier when you say it out loud, but yeah, we'll be in the path of totality. So what kind of park bench should we create? I'm gonna actually start with the side profile. Path of totality, solar eclipse, yeah. So yeah, we'll be in line of the eclipse, so it should be we're looking forward to it. It's April 8th is the eclipse. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna check it out. We did experience an eclipse a couple years ago, probably a lot of years ago now. That was when I was still working on my No, it wasn't, but that was back when I was working at my previous job. And benches have kind of a little bit of a slope to them, and then they kind of come up again. I'm doing the side profile, if you're wondering, of a park bench. I'm gonna try a couple of things. You're having a party? That's pretty cool, clever. Huh? So yeah, if you have any other suggestions, go ahead and throw them in the chat. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna do like a couple things. So we're not just gonna limit it to one today. Pull it up a little bit. We'll probably do something. I'm not sure if I know that a lot of schools have decided to do the a day off that day. Go. Something like that. Ooh, that's very big. I should scale that down. Also, I feel like it's a little bit too... I don't really like it now that I see it. Let's pull this back up. This needs to be taller and a little straighter, in my opinion. This is too far down. The shape. Increase this a little bit. Alright, so this is just kind of the side profile, and I'm gonna use, we could actually use a couple of tricks to do this. We could use a 3D effects to just kind of as a base to maybe get the perspective and everything. So you can think of this as like a little sketch. And I'm actually just gonna use the 3D classics. I don't want to use up a ton of, we're not going to do isometric today, but I am just going to kind of like get in position. And let's make this like a lighter color so we can actually see it. And this is just going to be like my sketch. Or like, I guess it's more like my, getting like the structure of it down. 60, 600, let's try 500. Okay, that's better. Alright. Looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna make a copy actually of that just so I can keep the shape. And I'm gonna edit the 3D effects here. I don't want a lot of shading or anything like that on this. There we go. Trying to figure out where I want to place my... Okay. Oh, let's hide that one. And then for the legs, I might actually do the same thing, but slightly different. So I'm going to start with like a shape again here. I'm trying to decide what kind of legs I want on this bench. Maybe I just want straightforward. Let's do this. Let's do like a... I'm actually going to use the original shape here. So if this is our side, I want the legs to come up and form like a structure, support structure kind of situation. Hold on, I'm talking to myself. Sorry, I'm looking at, I just did like a Google search of like park benches. I'm trying to understand. It seems like they have like a underlying metal structure for support. Yeah, Corey's saying it seems like there would be. Yes, I'm working on that part. And then we'll have like a part here. I'm using the line extension. Maybe? And this would go kind of behind. I'm feeling like the metal would actually probably match the shape of the top. I'm not really sure. I need like a park bench expert. To explain to me how these work. Alright, I'm gonna make a copy. And let's do this. Corey's laughing at me, it's fine. Oh, okay. This is what we're gonna do today. We're not gonna cooperate. That's fine. I'm just gonna pull this out. God, how do they make these benches that have like the curly top? Am I overthinking it? I feel like I'm just overthinking it. It needs to just be like, the bench part needs to be like this. Like those wooden pieces. And this needs to be the metal frame. Right? Are you bringing me a post-it note sketch? I'm struggling so hard to understand how these exist in reality. Oh, like that? I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at like pictures of park benches in parks and like, what is happening? How are these there just looks like the wood is like floating between two metal ends. And I'm not understanding it at all. Like, how are these constructed? Maybe there's like 3 pieces? I mean, Corey's, that makes sense to me. But there's like a support pole somewhere in the second, third bottom. What is happening? Are you laughing? Stop laughing at me. I don't understand how this works.
About the cross beams, the supports would be. Doesn't have to be a real bench.
I mean, I know that. I'm just All right, let's just start over. We're gonna just start over. Who knew that this was gonna be such a difficult task? I tried to start out with like something really super ornate, and I think that was my problem. Let's go back to what we had before here, and let's see what Corey's got. So we've got like a front leg, the bottom part, and we'll have some beams that run across, right? How does this back part work? How does this back part work? How does this work? You have it kind of like this. Change to a bird bath. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this for now, because this is the part that's distracting me. And we're gonna just start with the structure on the bottom. Also, hi, Sean. I wouldn't, I mean, nothing wrong with a bird bath. I'm trying to get, there we go. I need to do a line extension instead. It's back here. I don't think we need this little foot thing here. There we go. Is this correct? Corey shrugs. He has no idea. Oh man. A lot more difficult than I anticipated. And then we'll do... We'll bring this back. And say we imagine it being here. Clever just avoids over-engineering. If I can build it, I'll overbuild it in pixel or not. Yeah, I just want to general it. I mean, it doesn't need to, like, obviously this doesn't need to be something that, like, can exist in reality. I just wanted something that was, like, vaguely, accurate, I suppose. Something that was, like, you know, would probably not fall apart if you sat on it. And I don't think I want it to go. Okay. We're gonna go with that for now, for a structure. I think this makes sense. I have so many chairs. I had no idea that this was the direction we were gonna go when we started this journey today. I'm gonna hide all this nonsense. Just put it in behind and hide it all. Alright, so now we've got this, so we're gonna be starting with paste. I'm gonna ungroup this. No, it's not grouped. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna group this bottom part here. It's up. Oh, come on. We're gonna cut this part because it doesn't want to cooperate. And then we're gonna bring this over. It's one of those things, isn't it? Let's make sure we got nothing, no snap to pixel turned on. That's a bad thing. I mean, it's not, but it is in this case. Okay. And let's group this. And now we mess around with the extrude bevel. Should be correct. We can try to figure out where these get placed. This is gonna go over top. You might see a little bit of this. Bring this over. Right? Now we got like a general understanding of our bench. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is like a sketch, right? We're trying to figure out how this works. So we can draw over top of it. Do we like that angle? We do a different angle? You don't care. Alright, this is good enough for my goals. I mean, we would have probably some pieces that are gonna run across as well. I'll just make those black to show kind of underneath this as well. So, alright. We're also going to group this, and then we're going to bring the opacity down. And this is just kind of what I'm going to draw over top of. For a bench. So we need to have like the wooden pieces. So I'm just starting with this line here, kind of like a guide, if that makes sense, as I'm working on these. I'm gonna kind of figure out where our wood pieces go. I'm gonna make all of this a group. Oh, I didn't want to copy. Come on. U-line benches. Yeah, you could always go get like blueprints from one of those kind of websites if you wanted something super accurate. Essentially making these edge pieces that I need for this. Where the wood, let's see like where this is, if you imagine the wood pieces. I'm working on right now. Now I'm going to select all of these. Oh my gosh, that layer below. So annoying. And bring it over to the other side. Honestly, at this point, we'll probably just get rid of this. Come on. Ungroup, and then we're going to group it again. I'm going to isolate it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Isolate this group. These are, in fact, individual paths. Oh, you're gonna play that game? Alright. I'm just gonna go through here and connect the tops. Join. So you can see this is the, like, basically the front facing part of my wood bench. Oh my gosh, come on. Why have you decided to not cooperate? See, we're kind of down in perspective a little bit. Oh, I would have loved if you would have helped me out there a little bit, Illustrator, but that's okay. Do it the long way. We'll play the long game with you. Welcome, Megan! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Let me know in the chat. A bird bath would be cute. Let me know what kind of things we should add to this as well. If we should add a little bird. I mean, we can add little elements that are like a little bit more lively, things like birds and plants and things. I just didn't want it to be, I wanted it something very like structural because basically for what I'm trying to do with the pro tips, I think it's easier to like mentally, I don't know, to light things that like are very like straightforward to mention. All right, and we also need to add like the side pieces and all of that for the wood. You need to finalize art for your eclipse party. You're having some coasters printed. Well, that's fun. Here for it. Alright, let's add one more piece. I'm gonna cheat on this last one. And just grab what I already have created. The back part here. And when you are doing stuff like this, you want to kind of like, see how I'm kind of aligning, even on this one, I'm aligning it to the outside, right? To follow that outside shape of my sketch. Because I don't know if that makes any sense, outside or inside. The outside edge versus the inner edge to keep everything kind of like consistent. Sweet graffiti, Megan says. That would be accurate. You would not be wrong in that, Megan. Alright, let's go back out. So now I've got all of our wood pieces. Let's go in and maybe figure out what our... I'm not gonna do the sports yet. I think I want to do the... Maybe I want to do the inside pieces of this first. Let's do this. Let's group these. They are grouped. Okay. I need to add like the edges of the wood. Sweet little park badger. I'm not surprised that there's at least one request for a badger. I'm struggling with this part. I might actually have to do this like piece by piece. You know, can we do a transform? Let's do a transform. I'm gonna do transform each on this. Okay, that is really in my way. It's the first time it's ever gotten thoroughly in my way. Good. Let me have the side pieces figured out. Oh, so many things to sort. A cake in the rain. Oh, I'm missing a lot of chat. Sweet graffiti, sweet little park badger, cute little spider web. A realtor ad on the bench, a cake in the rain. I like a spider web. I'm not opposed to that one. I know what you're going for with it, but I also am not opposed to it. Everybody heard you sneeze again, Corey.
I'm done apologizing for that.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, these look terrible. Now that I actually see them connected. This is all fine. Why is this one so wide? These are so short. I don't know what happened to this piece. This whole section here is messed up. Unicorn's asking, we're making an awful looking bench because I'm struggling with this right now. Is what we're making currently. Welcome, Unicorn. Oh man. Now I have to do the other side. I didn't see this one. I didn't see this one. I didn't see this one. I could have used the 3D extrude. I could have used the 3D extrude here. I wanted to try and do it this way. You know, mistakes were made, perhaps. But why are you grouped? What are you doing? What's happening? Stop that. I would like to ungroup all of that. Ungroup yourself. Airhead Day. Oh my gosh, why? Why, Illustrator? All these filled. Let's make this all filled. We're gonna make this a dark color. It doesn't have to be the color we stay with, but I'm gonna add this to my swatches. Okay. We're also gonna group this. Oh, come on. I did want to keep my color sponge. Alright, this goes behind. No, it doesn't. This goes behind this. These. Get this fill. Or they're not because it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Come on, Illustrator. Why are you giving me such a hard time today? What are you doing? Alright, these are gonna also get this fill color. This is gonna be light. Except for this one, which is gonna go behind. That was a lot of work for something. Oh my gosh. Why do you hate me today? Also, why is this off? Oh, why are you like... Why do you hate me today, Illustrator? Oh my god, are they all off? Why are they all off? I think I hate it. I really don't like it. I don't like the shape of it. I'm in silence because I'm frustrated already, and we haven't even gotten the bench drawn. I think I don't like benches. I don't like this. And I'm struggling to understand it, which I think is the worst part of it. I don't understand how this is constructed. I don't like benches, no. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like this illustration. It's so realistic. I don't feel like it's very accurate though. This is not a triangle. Don't talk to me. I spent an hour on this stupid bunch. Oh, I am frustrated. I'm frustrated. I don't understand what went wrong, and I don't know how to salvage it at this point. Like, I just want to start over because I'm really unhappy with it. But I don't really have time to start over because it's already 9:30. I hate Corey's asking what I'm happy with. I hate the way that it looks. I don't like this. I don't like the style of it. And I don't like the perspective of it. I feel like it's highly inaccurate and it's just really unpleasant to me. Like, it's not something I like. Yeah, I'm like tempted to completely change it. Just start completely over. And do a different type of bench altogether. Because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Bird bath. We're getting there. We're getting to that point where I'm just gonna be like, it's gonna become a bird bath. I'm just gonna go with something completely different. Because I don't like it. I don't like it. Goodbye, bench that I don't like. We'll keep it, but I don't like you. We're gonna do something a lot more straightforward that I can wrap my head around. Stump. And I'm not even gonna be mad about it. And I guess if we want to, we could add a little bit to the front. But that's it. This is our new bench structure. It makes a lot more sense to me, and that's what we're going with. I will name it Yuck. Here, this is now Yuck. We don't like this. Buried. Goodbye. Alright, well, I like this better. And that means I can do more fun things with the structure of the bench with the front, like the legs. Something that feels more my style. You know? That's a good perspective, Jack. I don't know if you mean my mentality or the actual literal perspective of the bench. PJ, welcome. The new one. Yeah, I feel like this is going to give us a lot more opportunities to play around with things. And I'm actually going to pull this up. I'm going to bring this across just so I can get the legs in a good way. No, we're going to leave them. And then I'm going to pull them down. They're not going to be triangles. But that's where I'm starting. And then I'm going to do like a little... Clever's gonna carve Clever was here into the bench. That's cute. Just like to make them. Why is there a copy? Okay. Clever's brought food for the pigeons. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. I actually want to bring these closer. There we go. don't know now if I like the bottom part of the feet. Actually, I think I just like it like that. Looks comfy already. Thank you, Yoann? Let me know how to pronounce your name, please. I want to make sure I'm getting it right. And I just want to pull this up. Oh, you know what? That's cute. That's a cute bench. I'm the first one who does it right. It was not Dutch. Okay. I'll take it. And then should we do like something in the middle? No. And let's just kind of make sure we've got a good way. I'm gonna make some boards now, and this is where everything fell apart for me last time, so cross your fingers. Hope you can get this looking good. I'm actually gonna use a blend here. Might pull this down. This is a good way to spend rendering time. Well, are you 3D working in 3D or in After Effects potentially? Oh, I added that to the blend. Don't do that. Yes, working in 3D. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad I can help you pass the rendering time. We're not obviously going to keep this background, we're going to get rid of it, so. Oh, and you found out about Behance yesterday. Well, welcome. Stick around. We're going to have Adobe Live starts relatively soon. And so, there'll be more people doing even more amazing things after me today. Stick on. And we're going to use a blend on this as well. That doesn't seem right. Alright, we're gonna finagle this blend. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, that's not what I wanted you to do. Are giving me the runaround today. Alright, let's just... Uh-oh. Looks like, Hank Yoann was in trouble with Adobe, so they put him in my... Oh, okay. Sean's making a joke. This is already looking better. I still feel like this could be shorter. Still. And then we need just this one here. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep this. I think make it smaller. And I'm gonna leave that for now, just so I can take a look at it. I don't know, I think that looks better. How do we feel about this? How do we feel about it? Feel like it looks better? Okay. Much happier with this. Okay, why did you make a group? Ungroup that, please. Okay, there we go. Yay! Bench. We could also make this a little bit, have a little bit more weight to it. If we want to, like if maybe this is 2 pieces actually. I did that very messy, as you can see. Okay. And I'm gonna merge this here using Unite. That's still messy. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that. Place it in front. Fix my mistakes. Because for some reason, it does not want to cooperate. Oh, I don't know if Unicorn is still here, but shout out to Unicorn and Sean, since they're both in the chat. I should have mentioned this earlier. We got a bunch of, got 2 streamers, anyways, in the chat. We got Sean and Unicorn. Unicorn was just on Sean's relinked stream this past week. If you want to check out the replay and learn about why are you should be in front. Okay. Learn about Unicorn's background and her process. Now we've got this sorted. And I finally did get to watch the replay. It took me a minute. It did take me a minute to get there. Oh, let's make this a path so I can see what's going on. Somehow I messed this up. It's very difficult to... I was trying to do both of these at once, but I think I'm just going to do one part at a time. Let's cut this. Why? Why? Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. Hold on. Okay, yes, that was correct. But I did mess something up. Alright, let's go back. Let's keep this. We want to keep this there. Paste both these in front. Group. Isolate the group. Now we want to cut there and there. I just want the top 2 pieces for now. Join these. Now we got the front part, as you can see. I'm just working with one color for now. I can add a different swatch to this in a sec, but now we need the back part. I'm gonna cut this here, I'm gonna cut this here. Delete, delete, so I only have to look at this part. I actually wonder if where is it? I wonder if the join tool will work here, but I'm not gonna I ain't gonna mess with that right now. We're on a roll, so. General Kenobi. Welcome. Alright, we got it sorted, folks. Let's go back out. Now we've got our legs. I'm gonna group them. I'm gonna make a new swatch. This is gonna be like a navy blue, maybe? Ooh, maybe we'll do it. Let's do it. Yes. None of these colors are set in stone, but I'm making global swatches so I can go back and change them if I want. Now we can apply our swatch to this. Put this behind. This is going to remain dark. Put this lighter for the time being so you just kind of see it. Alright, there's the leg. Finished leg. I'm tempted to do like an inlay on this as well. I don't know. I might not do it right this second, but I can show you what I mean. Like that. I don't know why that's still there. Like 90, 80. Now you can see the little like inlay piece. Obviously, this would be the opposite situation. Depending on our lighting. These should also be this color. Alright, there's a bench. I don't want to take it any farther than that because actually, his legs need to be a little bigger. Okay. Because I want to do the shading on the live stream. So that's what we're going to do for now. And I need to remember all the lovely suggestions that people had for things we should add to our bench. We have like a little bit of a scene to this. It does look comfy. If I found it in a park, I would sit there for hours. Alright, let me try to make a list. Oh my gosh, it's already 10. I'm already late. We definitely need to add some birds. Sitting on the edge. Like, you know. Right, just chilling there. We have birds. Let's see. What else do we want to add? Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Oh, we could do pigeons. Maybe. Although I don't think you're supposed to feed the pigeons bread. Okay, somebody asked for a cake, a spider web. Clever asked for a cake. Graffiti. Sweet graffiti. I make no promises that these are all going to make it into the final art. But some grass. A goose. Oh, you know I love me some geese. I'm actually don't like I like them in spirits. I like the spirit of the goose. The sassy, sass of a goose. Maybe I'll wear my Goose Game shirt for the stream on Tuesday because it feels very appropriate, and we should totally add a goose, an elephant, squirrels. But I do like the goose suggestion. It definitely needs to be like a goose, like, obviously is guarding. This is their bench. This is the goose. This bench belongs to the goose, and so anybody that comes up to it would immediately be aggressively chased and honked. If you've ever encountered geese before, that is how they roll. I feel like I spelled graffiti wrong. I also need to add something to the background. You don't need to be you don't need to be scared of the geese. They're just, well, I guess maybe if you've ever seen the game, if you haven't seen it, is it Untitled Goose Game? Untitled Goose Game is a really funny, video game. It's not very complicated. It's a very chill game, where you play a very, sassy goose. And you just go around, causing chaos. It's a lot of fun, but I like geese in spirits. I think they have a lot of personality. So yeah, they punch. Geese punch, like with their face, or like with their wings. I don't even know. That was something I didn't know. Hank Yoann says I can play sassy, but the goose part is hard. Yeah, I like a sassy goose. A goose in the ocean, Jack's nightmare sauce. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be. I would just avoid it. Like, I respect the goose. You know? Like, I see you. I see you. They hiss. If you did not know. I'm speaking particularly of, like, Canadian geese. Which is what I have experience with. Although, I think the Goose Game goose is, like, all white. But yeah, they hiss. Like a cat. Exactly like a cat. They're quite sassy. For the background of this, I mean, obviously we didn't get as far as I wanted to. I wanted to get a lot farther with this. But we have a starting point for our bench, for our scene that we're going to build up. It's just going to be a fun little scene. And we're going to keep it in just flat color like this. And I'm going to put some kind of a background in this. You know, I don't know what it's going to end up looking like. But, a little bit of a background. It's gonna be similar to, I think the cover art might be up for it, but it's gonna be similar to our umbrella scene. If you remember the upside down umbrella with the ducks floating in the water, that's the idea. So we're gonna do something similar to that, but it's gonna be a bench, and I'm gonna go through shading it, and different methods that you can use for shading it, but. Wing buffeting. Clever says yes, wing buffeting. Punch with wings and kick, albeit pathetically with the silly flipper feet. Yeah, I don't think they could kick very well. But, you have 12 male farm geese. Great phone jammers. Do you get a lot of goose eggs, then? I mean, I know that you have a farm. Clever. I didn't know you had 12 geese. I appreciate the goose. I do appreciate the goose. So. Running away from the geese. There's also a very funny video that was going around. I wouldn't be able to tell you where to find it, but oh, you deliberately have boys, so there's no eggs. Okay, clever. That makes sense. There's a video going of like, I wouldn't even be in a know how to tell you to search this, but it was a popular video going around YouTube back in the day, probably pretty old by now, of a goose that was like guarding the front of a I'm gonna switch to my others. I'm gonna switch to full screen since we're gonna be closing it out for today. Like I said, didn't get as far as I wanted, but the video of the goose, it's like protecting an office park, and every single time somebody like approaches the entrance, and obviously they must have had some kind of like security footage, camera footage of like the entrance, and so they just have a lot of footage of the same goose like chasing people away from the property and trying to like bite them. It's very funny, and I appreciate it. Donuts! Yes, we have lots of different donuts on this stream. We're big donut fans here on my stream, so. That's gonna be it for today. I know that my schedule has been crazy. Hank Yoann loves the stream even more. Well, Hank Yoann. I'm gonna switch back for just a minute. And, oh, y'all, I didn't save this at all again. Don't judge me. I'm just gonna save it to my desktop for now so I can open up files. We do lots of donuts on this stream. This is the one we did for pro tips. If you know what a punchki is, which is a type of donut, Polish. It's a type of donut. Is it a type of? It's a Polish fried donut. So anyways, we did these last week. This was last Friday. We got through like this set. I did this set after the fact, but it's just using the same kind of an idea. But and there's a reference. But yeah, we worked on this. And I like illustrating donuts. I don't know if I have any more Cloud docs specifically. Oh, we have this guy. Pop this one open if you don't remember this. This one we worked on. Some magical donuts. Donut Planet. It was a lot of fun. So, if you love donuts, come back, because I too love donuts. Clearly. Filled with jelly, yes. Save the precious yuck, yeah. Save that layer. Yeah, I think Corey shared links right above in the chat. Wrong way, that way. If you want to go ahead and give me a follow, I appreciate it, as always. I feel like I haven't been able to have, I need to sort out, I somehow broke my computer's notifications. So now I just don't get notified when people follow me here on Behance. So, hey Yoann, I see that you just followed me, so let me give you a nice... Oh, it's not working. Come on. There we go. Thanks for the follow. Box of donuts for you. Along with the other people that followed. I see Ra, Ahmed, Maxim, Mohammed. Thank you all for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know what's wrong with my notifications. I need to get them sorted out. I say that every time, so. Jack is a genie in Illustrator? Sure, thanks. I'll take it. I mean, I feel like you check out Umacorn streams as well. Oh, Genius. Oh, okay. I've just been using it for a long time, and so, oh, in Dutch. Being genie in Dutch. Okay, got it. That means genius. I've just been using it a long time, so I have learned how to, I've learned the cheat codes. I've learned the efficient ways. My first job out of college was like doing production art, and so that got me, I just had to learn how to work really fast. And so I had to learn some efficiencies in my process that have carried me through to this day, so. But you seem like a genius because you make things appear like it's, nothing. I feel that way about people, we've talked about this before on the stream. I'm sure that lots of people feel that way about me. I feel that way about people that produce music. I'm not very, like, musically inclined, but I love it. And it really has to do with the fact that I just haven't put enough time and effort into, like, practicing that skill. Anybody can get good at using Illustrator or illustrating in general, drawing, creating art, being creative. You can get good at anything if you put enough time and effort into practicing the skill. I just never... It was never a focus. Music was never a focus of mine. Although I admire people that do it, and I'm always blown away. Like, people that improvise, I'm always like, how do you... You have to be thinking, like, 10 steps ahead. It always just seems like it comes out of nowhere, like it's nothing to me. That's how music feels, so I can understand, I guess, in that regard. Ronaldo, welcome. Unfortunately, I'm just about to sign off. I know that my schedule's been crazy lately. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging around with me in the mornings on Fridays, because normally I stream on the weekends on Saturdays and Sundays, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I have been streaming on Fridays because it has been working out better for my schedule, and also I've been doing a lot of like Adobe Live stuff lately, and so it's been nice to kind of like work on a little bit of that, or like you know, figure some stuff out on these Friday streams. So, and I think that a lot of people seem to like the Friday streams. I get, you know, 2 different types of audiences. Although I know, like, Odari, for example, misses my weekend streams because I know not all, you know, not everybody can make these morning streams. Some people have to work depending on where they are in the world. This is kind of like not a great time, but I know for other people it's perfect. So, oh man, that's how design feels now, designers. Yeah, I like the Friday stream. A good time of day for me on Friday. Yeah, it's working out for me nice lately. So I'm probably gonna keep it regardless, and hopefully potentially be able to add in another weekend stream. So like a Friday, Saturday. So that more people can join. It just hasn't really been possible lately. I've had too much stuff going on. It's been too crazy, so I want a score page, time lapse and score answer that design. I'm not sure I mean Ronaldo, so. Anyways, oh, you can't be that week up because you're building your own home. That's pretty cool. Are you like, is that something you do? Thank y'all. Do you like, are you like a contractor or? No, it's not. Oh, okay. Alright, let me do the rundown and thank everybody for joining. Let's see, we've got Shraffle, we had Barbara, we had Clever, we had Corey, we had Eco, we had Alessandra, General Kenobi, Yoann. It was nice to have some new faces. Katarina, Con, Megan, Oliver. Megan, always nice to see you. I enjoy when you pop on by for a bit. Oliver, PJ, Ronaldo, Sagar, Sean, and Umacorn. Like I said, Sean and Umacorn are both streamers here on Behance, so be sure to go and check them out. Umacorn streams on the weekends, so if you are missing the weekend streams, go hang out with Umacorn, and then Sean streams during the week. And I am blanking on the days. Tuesday through Thursday? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know why I'm not remembering that right now, but Sean streams during the week, and it's some weekdays, and it's the morning for me. So, it is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I thought it was. I don't know why I was uncertain about that for a minute. And it's usually like 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so whatever that is in your time zone. And then Umacorn, I feel like Umacorn changes it up occasionally. No, Wednesday though. Okay, Tuesday and Thursday. Let me get this straight. Tuesday and Thursday, around 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is Sean. And then I feel like Umacorn streams on Saturdays at like, I want to say it's like 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time usually for me. But I feel like I've seen Umacorn change it up slightly in terms of the time that she starts and how long she goes for. So, once in a blue moon you stream during the week, Umacorn says. Okay. So you're like me then. You occasionally stream during the week. Although now I've kind of switched to, I occasionally stream on the weekend. Alright, I do have to go. It's like 20, we are 20 minutes past. I have to go get some stuff done. But I appreciate you all. Stay tuned to see how our bench turns out. On Tuesday, I'll be I'm just gonna do the flat color for, you know, various elements to get it all kind of laid out in flat color. And then on Tuesday, we're gonna be taking that for pro tips, and I'm gonna show you different ways to add shading in detail. We're gonna go over we're not gonna go over like shading basics. If you want that, go watch either Wade or my challenge where we did that. But if we, a box of donuts. We could add a box of donuts to the bench as well. Could do that. Alright. Come back on Tuesday. Tuesday, it will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Adobe Live on Behance, where we'll be shading our bench scene. Alright. I'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.